Good evening, guys. Welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Ox. So welcome back, all my Ox friends. I hope you're doing all right, but we'll find out, won't we, as we shuffle these up and we pick 3 cards for you guys. Just move these around a little bit. And we'll stop about there. We'll take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, and that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we have got a white, black, white. 2 positives there, sandwiching the negative in the middle. It can look a little bit upbeat, couldn't it? It could give you a bit of hope. It could give you a little bit of, I don't know, enthusiasm or excitement. But let's not jump to conclusions too quickly. White isn't always all right. Black isn't always an attack. It all depends on the compatibility as we flip them over. And this is a very good card for Ox people. Oh, yes, indeedy. The snake and the ox go together incredibly well. They just seem to understand each other. They just seem to get each other. There's a very good lasting friendship to come from the ox and the snake. So we've got a good compatibility here. Same triangle, the affinity triangle of thinkers. So this is good. I think right now you need to be looking towards things that are long term. Right now you need to be believing in what you're selling. You need to have faith in what you're investing in. You need to have confidence in where you're putting your effort. Otherwise, don't bother. If you don't believe in it, if you're not confident with it, don't do it. It would be, if you've got the slightest doubt, do not pursue it. Right now, this is a time to think about things and to believe in what you're doing. Opportunities will come. There will be opportunities and they will come and present themselves. You now need to decipher which one is worth the risk or worth taking. Not all these opportunities are going to be good, however. Not all these opportunities are going to lead you down a path of riches and prosperity. Some of these paths are going to lead you into dark alleys where you're potentially going to get mugged and have your wheels nicked off your new car. So you really need to think about this. You've got to use that mind of yours. As I say, that snake is a friend of yours. It's not a foe. It's not here to attack. It's not here to cause any problems. It's more, if anything, trying to provide support for you and trying to get you to use that sharp strategic mind. You've got the discipline. You've got a good work ethic. You know, you're not shy of hard work. You're not timid. You're strong and resilient. So this is a time now where you can progress and you can move forward, but do it slowly, do it carefully, do it tactfully. Don't rush into things. Make sure you're covering all bases. Got that horse, however, there to come and maybe slow you down a little bit. Horses, oxes, moderate, but temporary relationship. So this isn't something you necessarily have to worry about. This is just a mere inconvenience. It's something that's here that's going to slow you down for a time, but you're going to resolve this. It's almost like you're going to pick a road, you're going to go down it, and it's going to turn out to be closed. Probably no fault of your own. It's just how it was. Now you've got to turn around, come back and find an alternative route. Sometimes the first thing that we choose to do, sometimes the things that we want to do, that first thing, doesn't work out that way. And that's not your fault. You're going to have to blame yourself for that. But you don't give up either. So turn around, find an alternative route. You don't give up, try again. The horse and the ox, as I say, they have a very kind of temporary, lasting relationship there. And that's why I don't think this is going to be something that's going to get in your way for long. You're going to get back on track. This is going to be okay. I think what we need to start seeing is you breaking through communication barriers. Almost like asking for directions. Maybe just ask for help. And I know that's not necessarily your way, and I know that's not necessarily something that you would do. You know, you've probably got it covered. You know what you're doing. But it doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean that you don't know. It just means that you're just clarifying. You're just getting a little bit of understanding or local knowledge. You're just getting a different opinion or a second perspective. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let pride get in the way. Horses, they're very much filled with pride. Some would say that it's the horse's pride that is its downside sometimes, or its downfall sometimes. That horse being in the black would say, you know, pride is not the way to go here. And although you may not be as pride-filled as the horse, you can stand your ground and be as stubborn as the best of them when you think you're right. And as I say, nobody's accusing you of being wrong. You may very well be right, but there's no harm in asking somebody and getting an opinion and seeing how they feel or what they think, you know? After all, as a thinker yourself, it would be a good idea to get many perspectives to be able to get a bigger picture, and that will help that thinking process or help you get that clarity. That horse being a communicator card as well would almost imply that communications aren't great right now with whomever and whoever it is that you're dealing with. And that potentially could be because you're not supposed to be in this situation. It's probably not your conversation to have or your business at all because you've taken a wrong turn. Ask for directions, find an alternative route. The white tiger's coming into play. Goes together with that horse. They're in the same triangle of talkers. So we're looking at communication here and it becoming a bit easier and a little bit more, I suppose, I want to say in depth, like you're opening up. So it's almost like you're willing to open up a little bit. You're willing to try at least. So that's good. As you start moving through, it should be easier for you to start communicating. The tiger and the ox, however, they are 50-50 here. We are definitely looking at what's negative and positive here. A tiger for an ox in the negative wouldn't necessarily be a good card. A tiger in the positive, however, can be a very good card because oxes and tigers will get along very well when things are great and things are good and there's positivity in the air, like at a party, and they can mingle and socialize and they can get along and have a laugh. But when things go a little bit bad and AWOL, they would deal with situations or emergencies or whatever it is, the dramas, in a different way. And that's where they would end up clashing. So we're quite lucky here because what we're looking at is the white tiger. So things are going to start looking up. And because it is a communicator, we're looking at the freedom of speech here, the ability to communicate and get some clarification. You may even be able to negotiate a better position from where you are right now into a place where you'll have a little bit more clarity and understanding. Because after all, as a thinker, as that ox in the thinker triangle, using that mind is your best weapon. That's your best weapon, is your mind and how you think and how you can decipher and come to conclusions. I know you're stubborn. I know you're resilient and you're disciplined and you're hardworking, and that's good. It is good, but sometimes brute force isn't the way forward. Sometimes thinking it through and maybe finding an alternative way would be the better way, especially if there is an emotional attachment here. That tiger can sometimes be associated with a sort of an emotional attachment, like a romantic one or a love interest. So potentially you don't want to be, brutal and forceful and, stubborn and ox-like with a situation like that. You want to come to some sort of conclusion that isn't going to end up in upset and hurt and heartbreak, potentially. And I think you're going to be all right because we are looking at it in the white. But we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the ox. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the tiger. So if you'd like to find out what those guys are up to, I will see you in their video next. However, if not, no worries. I'll just see you in a video next week when we come back and do another video for you guys born in the year of the ox. Love and peace.